Let's see. So now you saw she was really into this. She kind of put her nose and her little wiggled into it, and then she licked and chewed. If the horse is really demanding and goes like, oh, I want this so badly, I actually will put a drop on my hand and then let them lick it. But in her case, that seemed to be enough. And she does this little paw, which tells me she's processing, and then she might be actually done with it. And you will also see if your horse gets really quiet, or sometimes they close the eyes halfway and they just get really still, they're processing, then let that be. Because I had this with Jesse, our big horse, at times where I retested and it said, no, it's not open yet, and it was also, he was not requesting another oil, and I just had to be patient and let it all sink in and process. And as you can see, she's all of a sudden very quiet, when before she was wiggling around and moving around. So I take this as we should wait for another moment and let her process. Also, I don't know if you can see it, but her little nose is going wiggling around. Hi. All right, so there's a change. Now we're going to go back to testing. All right, base. Hold on, I need to hold you. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Good girl. Thank you. All right, base chakra, sacrum. Nice and open now. She just released some gas. That's good. Stomach, heart, throat, third eye. That's still shut and it's a little shaking. It's not me, it's not that cold out. And then, easy, hold on. This is, oops, crown chakra. Not moving either. All right. Is there another oil in this kit that can help balance caries? Perfect. It says no. So the other thing that I then ask is there hands-on healing that I can provide that will allow for the chakra to change? Yes. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my hands near the area where Carrie was closed. And it's interesting, she goes and rubs her little nose, which that's sometimes a little sign of shyness, or, oh yeah, there's a spot where when they don't want to be showing their vulnerability. And I just breathe. Sometimes I put my other hand on the opposite end and I just push imaginary energy back and forth between my hands. She's right now closing her eyes. And I wait again for a shift. Not for a push, for a shift. Sometimes walking away is actually the sign that they're done with that. Come on, baby. Alright, let's retest. I always start at the base again because something could have shifted down here. Alright. Okay. Stand. Stand. Alright, base chakra. Sacrum. Stomach, heart, high, and crown. And look how she's looking and chewing it. You could tell there was something in her ears, not even a little bit. It was all coming together right then and there. So what I often do, so all 7 chakras are open now. And my hands-on healing, I am not a trained healer of any sort. It is really about putting attention and intention towards an area that wants attention. So when I finish with opening the chakras, what I often ask is, actually I need this pendulum forward again. I ask, is there any oil that Carrie would like for completion of this whole process? And it's almost like a protector. Yesterday I worked with 3 horses, 2 said yes, 1 said no, I'm all set. So I will give her the choice and say, does Carrie need an oil to complete the whole session? And that gets her moving into the day. Yes. Is the color blue? It goes to, did you see how it moved from yes to no, 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 no? Is it green? Orange? Purple? Purple. Is it lavender? Yes. Are you picking? Sometimes actually horses do pick them. You got to be careful though when you hold, they might pull something out of here and then actually run off with it. So you got to be very careful. She's a very good girl, and even when you hold it up to the horse, some of the horses like to snap it out of your hand. She's very gentle, but you really got to hold the bottle tight. Ooh. And this is licking, chewing. Hi. You like this? Good girl. Yeah. So you could see that she really enjoyed that, and there was a shift right there. Hi. So, and then just to be certain that this was the end and she doesn't need anything else, I ask, is there anything else Carrie needs at this time? And the pendulum is still. So that completes the session. So what I usually do is I release the horse and observe maybe for another minute or 2 to see if anything shifts or changes, or if they're looking for anything else from me. And otherwise I would call that a success. So enjoy. I will give you resources on the blog so you can look up different techniques and ways to, purchase any of these pieces like pendulums and obviously the oils. And I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you next time in the field.